It's your boy Read Your Mind from UrbanRcLA, back with another update video to a lot of my Drift RC builds. I have sitting in front of me here, I have my TT02. This is my go-to TT02. You may remember it as the Porsche 911 Carrera RSR. I went ahead and I bought one of these Mustang bodies from HPI because I thought it looked pretty cool. I did an okay job with the white and the blue. I went with the standard look. I kind of messed up where I put the post in the back, so I'm going to use it as a test body to mount some new things I got from AsiaTees. By the way, if you haven't checked out ATees.com, they have the best RC parts, tons of them, hundreds of thousands of parts, and even though they're in China, they ship super fast. So when I put in this order, I got it in 7 days, which is great from China. So big ups to AsiaTees for hooking me up super fast with all this gear. So got my TT02 here, and then back here you can see in the back my Sakura. This was one of my big builds I've been doing. I've got the Firebrand RC aluminum wheels on them. I just love these. I also put the working windshield wipers, which they're all right. They suck a lot of power and the motor burns out really fast, so I'm not too stoked with those. But you can see it already has a wing on the back of it, so probably won't be installing one of these new wings I got from AsiaTees on that one. I think I'm going to try it on this Mustang, see how it looks. I know it's going against the norm, but I got 2 of them in case I do a separate build, and they have a ton of different styles and looks for these, and I think these are just awesome. I mean, look at the detail on them. I mean, they got the supports look like they're aluminum, they're probably plastic. They got the carbon fiber look to them, and I think this one, the square one instead of the rounded one, is the one I'm going to use to mount on here because I just want to see what it's going to look like. I might take it off and put it on another body build, but this is by, who is it by? You know, I don't know exactly who makes these, but they have a ton of different styles, and I know a lot of you probably order the Tamiya Lexan ones, or you'll get the plastic ones that come with the kit. This one looks pretty fresh on this car, so I'm not going to change it. This is pretty much done. But I'm going to try to install this in the Mustang and see how it looks. Now, I did pick up a couple of other things from AsiaTees. These are the killer body mounts. These are just awesome. So if I would have had these when I was doing this body, I probably would have installed them on my TT02. When I do the new body for this, I'm definitely going to install these on my TT02. And I'll probably get another set from AsiaTees for my Sakura if I do another run, or maybe, who knows, maybe by the time you see this video the D4 will be out, and hopefully I'll be able to get my grubby little hands on a D4 chassis because I really want to do another build. Now, I also picked up these extreme wide angle universal drive shafts for the front wheels of the Sakura D3 because I noticed that the angle's just not there, and you know, I'm one of these people, if I'm going to go to the track and I'm going to, you know, be hanging out with the boys, you know, I want to have my gear set properly. So before I ever hit the track, I always upgrade all of what I see from what I learned from the track. Then I got this. This is so cool. I saw this at RCX at the Team Associated booth. They had these installed on the drift cars. This is awesome. I mean, it really sounds like a real drift car. This is called the Sense Innovations. What is it? The ESS1 is what it is. Let's see. Where does it say that? But it's basically a sound unit, and I know sound units are kind of a big deal these days for the drift cars. And actually, I think you can do a bunch of different sounds, or you can download sounds and install them somehow. I really don't know. I haven't dug into it, but it's got the volume controls here, and I have no idea. I mean, I guess you got a power, and it goes into one of the channels. It's got a splitter cable or whatever this is, battery cable for Dean's. And then it's got a Y splitter included. Oh, and then here's the S-Link. So this, I'm guessing this is where you can store or download the different sounds and install them in the box. Not sure where I would do it. Right here? No? I don't know. I guess I'll have to read the instructions. But hey, I'm super stoked about this thing. I'm not sure if I want to put it in one of my drift cars or if I want to put it in my short course truck. I'm just not sure. I'm just super stoked to have it. These are about $100. So I just want to, again, thank AsiaTees for sending this over to me. I cannot wait to try it, and get yours at AsiaTees today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack everything. Let's take a look at what is in here. See what I need to install it. Factory sealed. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. So you can see it does come with the 4 screws. These screws are used to hold it in place. So I am going to grab a screwdriver and take it out of the packaging. Oh my gosh, those are super tiny screws. Super tiny. Okay. Use a smaller screwdriver. You know, sometimes I feel like RC was built for people with small hands, which is good because I have super small hands. But as I get older, my fingers tend to get pudgier, and it makes it harder to reach in those tiny little gaps. Now, I noticed that this doesn't have any instructions with it, but if you're clever, and I think most people who build RC are pretty clever, will be able to use this form to mark the hole drilling posts. So I'm keeping track of which holes are going to be used for this, and I can see it's the innermost holes on this plastic piece. So I'm going to use this as a form to mark where I'm going to drill the holes, and hopefully I can get it centered, because one thing I know about myself is I am the most impatient person on the planet. But let's take a look at this first. Wow, that's a nice tough plastic. These seem like they're pretty sturdy as well. I'm not going to bend them too much, but wow, that just looks really good. So I would encourage everybody to go to AsiaTees and use these for their builds. This just looks awesome. And I think, oh, that's gonna look really crazy. It's gonna look really funny. But whatever. It's the cool thing about RC, you can do whatever you want. If I wanna put a big rear wing on the back of a Mustang, I'm gonna do it. You can see how that would look on there. That would just look awesome. All right, so I'm gonna get to marking the holes and see if I can get the drill out, drill some holes, and get moving. Another thing about packaging you always want to be aware of. I mean, look at this cool silver material that you get with it. This might be something really cool to use on your vehicle, so I'm not gonna get rid of this. I'm actually gonna keep that because that's a really cool piece of material. So I'm gonna cut this, use this as a form. Okay, see if I can line this up. Get this lined up just how I want it. I think that's probably good. Take that there. Take that there. I'll hold it in place. Well, hopefully that's straight enough. Good enough. It's not perfect, but whatever. I'm going to ditch this body anyways. That's going to go right there. That looks about perfect. Now we're going to stick these screws through. The next phase of evolution for humans really should be an extra hand. I could really use an extra hand sometimes. Thumbs up if you need an extra hand. I would love an extra hand. Okay, so get this last one in here. All right, there you go. Never seen one like that before, not on a Mustang. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. There we go. So again, if you haven't gotten one of these, definitely check them out. 110 Drift Car Wing Series at AsiaTees.com. Well, I'm gonna get busy with my other projects, and I'll check in with you guys at another time. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, please do hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. Definitely leave a comment if you have a comment, and I'll check you next time on UrbanRcLA.